Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. Welcome once again. This is going to be on the second volume of Your Turn to Die. I'm going to be honest, guys. I did this video once already, but the audio did not record. So I'm redoing this video with audio now. So I might jump around a little bit just because usually when this happens, which has happened before, I tend to ramble more on stuff that doesn't matter. And, you know, it just happens. Oh well, it is what it is. This is brought to you. Actually, this is not brought to you by Yum Press, but it is a Yum Press book. They've started sending me the older or the newer volumes, which is volume 4, and I think 5 will be releasing this year, maybe, unless 4 is the end. I don't know. But I do have 4 that they send me, so I'm catching up on the series so I can finally do the stuff that they sponsor me with. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos here. There's quite a bit of stuff that I've released: manga, anime, light novel, books, and now even live action shows that really involve around Japan. I guess I'll do it like that because it's not always live action anime. It's other stuff as well. So yeah, go check all that out. Thank you again, guys, for the support, and let's start with the review. So last we left off in volume 1, they had to vote, and Sensei was voted to be killed first. And we have this kind of doll looking girl not being too nice about it. She's laughing about the whole situation, and we do find out that the doll bleeds, right? Which they make a comment on. That's strange. Why would a doll bleed? Why would a doll have that feature to bleed, right? And she didn't like the fact that she got punched either. So she deserved it. I mean, she was mocking them, to be honest, and she leaves, and we really don't hear about the doll ever again in this volume. Now, there is so many characters. I'm just gonna go through the list and tell you where everyone is doing. So we have our 2 main characters, Sada and Keiji, which I'll do those last. But we have Joe. Joe is not present in most of the first half of the volume. He goes off to drink, wants time off. People are going left and right. Some are running, some are being emotional, some are not. But he just doesn't want to deal with it, and he kind of goes away. And eventually he does help Sarah and Keiji, and he's part of the game that we see at the end of the volume. Kai, he is kind of suspected to be the stalker by Sarah, and I think it's just purely by how he looks. He looks like a stalker, to be honest, and that's really about it. So he is the boy, and at the beginning he finds the laptop, tells Sarah that he doesn't trust anyone but her, so she shouldn't tell anyone about it, and that he's just trying to figure out a password and trying to open it up so that you can get more information, right? Then we have Jin. Now, Jin is an issue because they run away, and we don't know why they run away, but essentially they confess that they were running away because they were running after another character who was being emotional, and they wanted to help out. Now, they're lost most of volume 2. They are a big part of the game at the end, and essentially they're the character that is put to the test. Are they going to die or survive? Nao, who is the girl that we have here in the back part of the cover, big part, also super close to Sensei. At one point she runs away with Sensei's head, still claiming that he's alive. Weird, but she has the head, right? She then is calmed down at the end of the volume and finally gives up the head. They have to give up the body to the game, and when they open the box, that's how the volume ends. There is no head. Where is the head? So yeah, there's that part. Then we have Kitaro, big dude. He's paranoid of everyone, doesn't really do much in the volume as well. He's just kind of there as the suspicious one of everyone else. Reko, who also we don't see a lot because she runs behind Kana, who also runs out in the beginning of the volume. We don't see much of them either. So then we have Keiji and Sarah. Now, Keiji, he claims to be a police officer, and I think everyone is the most suspicious of him because I feel like if you played Werewolf, or Secret Hitler, these games are kind of like this. You know, you have a spy, you think that one of them is a spy. You kind of always go for the person who claims to be not the spy at the beginning, right? And he claimed, I'm a cop. And it's very suspicious. Sometimes he doesn't even act like a cop, but we learn to kind of trust him better. He does help in the game survive, and essentially in the game, they're put to test to basically do a similar room, and we see this, right? This is the doll. He's impaled, and the kid is like, I don't wanna mimic that because I'm gonna die, right? If you impale me. So eventually they figure it out. They figure out what to do. Even after Reko decides to basically commit suicide, the cop figures out that you can just move the doll and make it where the doll is not impaled, and that would be good enough. And yeah, it is good enough, and that's how they survive the game. So that's that. Sarah is running around basically trying to get information from everyone in the entire second volume. So in this volume, there is no death. Now, there is another character who does come into the picture. His name is Gonbi. They try to scare him out to get information. They act like all thug against him, and he ends up not knowing much. Now, he is a prisoner. He's in prison clothes, but he doesn't want to reveal any information for some reason. So personally, I think he's the one involved, but I could be wrong. Too random of a character to just show up at last minute, to be honest, but he did. So we'll see what happens past this. So for now, guys, that is it that I have for you guys. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by content liking and sharing. I really enjoy this series, so I will be reviewing volume 3, which I think is the only one that I don't have. I have 1, 2, and 4 that was sent to me by Yen Press, so I'll still review it because I know where it is online, but we'll just have to see how that one goes. Thank you again, guys, for love and support, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.